everybody. Welcome back to a show, or the show, I should say, where we just talk about stuff, I guess, because that's my new thing, trying to keep it small, keep it simple, keep it fresh. The main thing I wanted to kind of talk about today in this particular video was just kind of a feeling I've been having about the way that we take advice in the YouTube community as a whole, as a small YouTube channel, right? Because I've been doing a lot of research, right? Trying to figure out, what's a good way to grow the channel, how are we going to make things better, all that good improvement stuff. And I realized that I think I've kind of been tricking myself into doing the wrong things, or at the very least thinking I'm doing the wrong things. So I wanted to bring up this kind of stuff that I've been looking at, like what happens when you type in small channels, right? If you search it up on YouTube, you get this. You get, I guess, these people who seem to be very successful, right? Who are using, a lot of different strategies that I think appeals to people who this isn't going to apply for. The best bit of advice I ever heard from anybody about making a channel grow is that you need to do what you want to do, not what everyone else is doing, because ultimately there's always someone better than you at doing something that isn't you. I know that sounds weird, but let me explain, right? All of these videos, regardless of however you feel about them or not, I haven't seen them all, but maybe it's just me. I've always noticed that there's a bit of a separation between whether or not it feels authentic or feels like the person making the video is genuinely trying to help people rather than just grow their own stuff. Because you'll notice, right? Like, here's this one, for example. This one is of a guy he has 7,000 views on it. That one might be a little more reasonable. But if you look, it's just more about cameras and, like, selling stuff. There's stuff about, like, making money. And it's like, to be honest, you don't need to watch a YouTube video about that, because the truth is money just kind of shows up once you get accepted into the YouTube partnership program. That's all you really need to do, right? Hit 1,000 subscribers, and then your ads, you get paid a certain amount based on how valuable your ads are. Pretty straightforward stuff. No real question about it. But as I go through trying to figure out what exactly is the best tips on how to, like, grow a YouTube channel, what to do, I've noticed that they all tend to feel like either inauthentic or, like, feel like they're trying to, like look at how the titles are, like, very dramatic, right? And they all kind of still have a clickbait feel to it, even though ultimately they're all just saying the same stuff. They're saying, oh, I make this much, or, hey, here's, what are you doing? Why are you making your video this way? The truth of the matter is, make whatever the hell you want. Do what you want to do. I mean, I know it hasn't worked for me, but the reality is, as I go through doing my research to figure out a new formula for the channel, it's that it doesn't really matter what you do, because at the end of the day, the YouTube algorithm will always promote more popular channels more than you. So what you need to do is be unique to yourself, be honest with yourself, right? And just do what you enjoy. Shoot, I make 3-hour videos, right? Nobody watches it, all right? I'm trying to change that with these smaller videos, trying to improve myself, because that's the best way you can improve, is to learn from your mistakes and get better. But, watching videos like this, I don't know, like 2.3 million, and then, she's saying, like, this person's talking, like, just selling crap, like this person, Shelby Church. I don't know who it is. I haven't even looked at the video. I haven't clicked on the video. But I can tell just from the thumbnail and the title that she's trying to promote cameras and trying to convince people that they can make a business out of this. YouTube is not something to make a living off of. This is my only job. I still have a full-time job. I don't plan to be not working for the rest of my life in the real world. Would it be nice to be able to use YouTube as a means of an alternative income? Yes, of course. But I'm pretty much smart enough to realize that it's going to be a secondary source of income, right? This is ultimately meant to be a hobby, right? That's what YouTube started as. It was a guy making a dating website, and then he realized that he wanted to add videos onto his dating website, and then the videos just kind of took off and nobody used it for dating. YouTube was never meant to be a place to make money at all, right? And people have completely lost that. All the big creators, they get rich doing whatever they want, so you can't really listen to them because they're so big that it doesn't matter. And for the smaller ones, they don't know what they're doing because they haven't grown or learned how to grow correctly, right? And, you see, like, I don't know, it's all clickbaity, there's a lot of red. You'll notice there's red in a lot of titles of these things. It's because red is a very eye-catching color to the human brain. Green is also a very eye-catching color, and I'm going to try and challenge myself by putting green in the thumbnail of this video with red, kind of like Christmas colors, see how that does, see if it makes it better. But at the end of the day, it's just silly, right? Because you look at all these people who are like massive, right? And you see all these people who are like small channels, right? Like you meet, I assume people watching this video, you guys are also small channels. And I don't know, it feels disingenuous. It feels like when they make the video, because maybe it's because of the production quality, it's so high quality that it feels like it's not really real anymore. You know what I mean? You know how like for someone like I don't know, like Moist Critical or something, how all he does is sit at a computer with his white t-shirt and he just talks to you, and he grew from just being a real honest person. That kind of honesty doesn't really exist anymore. That kind of authenticity doesn't exist as much anymore on YouTube. That's why I watch him. I don't normally talk about big channels, but that is one who I'll admit I watch. And at the end of the day, personally, I just feel like the best way we can improve is to be ourselves, make what we want to make, and ultimately just have fun doing what we love. That I feel like I just feel compelled to mention that I'm adding in now after the fact is that you look at people with like every single one of these advice videos has like millions of views, right? And you think, okay, that's a great way to use for advice, but I don't know, everyone says the same stuff. I guess I just am kind of saying it'd be nice if there was a small channel that wasn't successful that knew how to be successful. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's just trust to tough things that aren't as they appear, right? Because you see a large channel and they're like, hey, this is how you do it. But then you'll have channels where all they do is tell people how to grow big on YouTube. So it's like they're essentially making their channel to exist solely by falsely inspiring people to... where's that one channel? Shit, there was this one channel. I watch it. I've seen it so many times. And it just feels so disingenuous. God. I'll try and find it. Maybe there'll be another video of me going through specific YouTube channels that I feel like are directly deceiving people into what they think. Oh, yeah, this guy. Right here. I don't know. I've seen a couple videos. I'm keeping it on mute because copyright. But look, he has an entire channel where it's nothing but telling you how to make a YouTube channel. And it's fine. It's a unique idea, sure. But he exists off of trying to inspire other people to do stuff. But the truth is no one really knows what they're doing. So it kind of feels like, you know what I mean? I could dress up and be fancy and talk smart, and I could probably trick people into thinking I know what I'm talking about and make people think that I'm going to be able to make everything great or fix all your problems. But that's not true. The truth of the matter is you got to just be yourself. You know what I mean? I've survived off of being myself. I enjoy what I do because I get to play video games with my friends, have a good time, and ultimately inspire people to be the best version of themselves they can. To me, that's what's important, not whatever this crap is. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, is it successful? Yes, I'm not disagreeing with it. He's made, 116,000 subscriber channel off of, I don't know, everything just feels clickbaity, right? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm being a jerk, but it feels very clickbaity and kind of silly. Like, and they're all the same stuff. Talk about money, talk about gear, which doesn't matter at all. I don't know. It just feels very worrisome to me to see the state of advice that is found when you're on YouTube looking up small channels. You literally type in small channels on YouTube. This is what you get. Big channels talking about small channels. You're not getting small channels just being themselves. I think that in and of itself is a problem that we really should be keeping our eye on as we move forward. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. As always, I'm Elwirfy, and I'll definitely be seeing you guys next time. Take care, everyone.